Okay everyone, I'm going to do a very quick Kentucky Derby rundown. If you're waiting on the May readings, I have recorded them and they will be uploaded within the next day or so. I just have a few things to go over on those. But anyways, I had a lot of requests. I've done it pay-per-view the last couple times and people get pissed if I don't pick exactly. It's not an exact science, okay? So I'm going to put it up here, real quick rundown, and if you win using my information, it's kind of the honor system, but that never worked out for me either because nobody would tip me when I picked the winners. But if you want to tip me, it's much appreciated. But I'm not going to run the whole chart. I'm not going to do every race of the day. We're just going to look at the Derby. So what's going on astrology-wise that day? May 1st, 2021. It's a Capricorn moon. There's no planet-to-planet aspects. But the day before, I do want to mention the day before April 30th, there is a Sun conjunct Uranus. And that will still be what they call an orb, or the influence may still be felt May 1st, the day of the Derby. So, the last time there was a major Uranus thing, I said there would be an upset, because Uranus could be a big upset. Long shot could win or something like that. That was the year where that one horse was disqualified, and it was this whole big turnabout that year where there was some kind of big Uranus thing. So it's not exactly on the day, but it's still in there. That's probably going to be the closest Sun Uranus. So we might want to factor into some Uranus kind of horses, which rules over electricity, technology, and stuff like that. But basically it's Capricorn moon. So Saturn rules the day, Saturn and Capricorn. And if you want to look up a little further of what Saturn and Capricorn have to do with, then you might want to, you can find some more keywords. One of the things with Saturn and Capricorn, Saturn rules the father. So you might want to look at the sires. You might want to look at the sires of the horses that are running. That could also be a very key thing that could come into play this year's Derby. So we're going to look through the names and see if there are any that right away stand out as, yeah, Capricorn names, big time. So we got Brooklyn Strong, Keeper, Saint Hood, Hot Rod Charlie, Midnight Berman. Dynamic One, I would say that is somewhat of a Capricorn name. That's definitely, Dynamic, what was it? Dynamic One. That can be Capricornian because they're very dynamic. Helium, Hidden Stash. Hidden Stash, wow. Rock Your World. There's a couple of kings. I mean, that's more Leo. Highly motivated. Oh, big time. If that's not a Capricorn horse, I don't know what is. Highly motivated. Because Capricorns are all about career and making it to the top. And, the father and the authority figure, things like that. But highly motivated. That is 100%, that is the Capricorn named horse. So based just on where the moon is that day. You want to look at the sires, you want to look at a lot of other things, but highly motivated and then Dynamic One to a lesser degree would be the picks with the Capricorn energy. Now let's look at anything that might be having to do with, Uranus energy. Uranus is electricity, technology, helium. That could be a Uranian name. This is to a lesser degree. That's the big aspect from the day before that could cause upsets and things like that. So we've got helium, a little bit, I would say, Uranity, essential quality. Essential quality is a Capricorn thing to some degree too. So I'm going to put that essential. And of course, what I would do, I don't think I'll be betting this year, but what I would do if I were betting is I would play win, place, and show on these, Rock Your World, King Fury. King Fury, Fury could be a little bit of a Uranian thing, to a little bit of a degree. I wouldn't say super strong. Highly motivated, super stock, soup and sandwich, bourbonic, which is alcohol. No. There's Midnight Bourbon, there's bourbonic, there's a lot of Piscean named horses running. The booze ones, and then the spirit, that is definitely, the one about the spirit, that's, definitely, Pisces and Neptune, but that's not a thing for this time. So, based strictly on this real quick look over of the thing here, of the rundown and the horses, Uranus energy could be a big long shot. If I were betting, I would be betting a Sainthood. That could be Neptune too, but we're not playing Neptune. I would be betting all the long shots, just because a long shot could happen. Helium, that looks good. Oh, bet now. Maybe I can bet. I don't think I'm going to, though. Because, again, the last time we had that major Uranus thing, that was when that horse was disqualified and the whole thing changed at the last minute. There was that big upheaval or big, unseen, upset. An upset, that's what it is. So Could be something like that, although it's not the day of, it's the day before, but that it's still going to be, the flavor of that or the feel of that could still be present. But mostly we're looking at Capricorn moon. Again, I would be looking at those sires, look at their fathers, their paternal lines. That's going to be the horse that's probably going to be doing very well this on that day. And again, as far as what I see here, highly motivated is the strongest Capricornian name that I would say. You know, I would definitely say highly motivated. That's a Capricorn all the way around. Dynamic one could also be an essential quality, could also be. As far as Uranian names, to some degree, helium, but that's also a long shot, so I would put a couple bucks on that. And King Fury also to a lesser degree. Now, if you want to dig deeper into it, anybody want to do the work and look into the sires, and even if the sires have these Capricornian names, Capricorns rule Saturn, the father, it works career, work, you know, getting to the top of the mountain, goats, you know, all these kind of things, if the words are in the name. And if you even want to take it a little further, look at the jockeys, you know. Are any of the jockeys a Capricorn? Are any of the horses a Capricorn? You know, those are the people that could be the winners that day. And then, you know, with the Sun conjunct Uranus, big chance that we might be looking at some kind of big upset. Maybe not as strong as that year where we had the whole thing turned upside down and the horse was disqualified a few years back. But with the Sun Uranus being the last planet-to-planet aspect prior to the race, but it's quite a bit prior. It's whole 1 day prior. You know, when we used to go to the track years ago, the people in the bar we used to play, I would just look at the moon. You know, I wasn't running charts for it or any other thing like that. And it is a Capricorn moon, and that is the Saturn Capricorn energy is going to be the thing for that day. Okay, so again, if it's helped you out, this is not meant to be the one and only thing. You know, this is something else to put in your little workout or your rundown. It's just a little extra information to go on. I wonder what Bezos, what does Bezos even mean? Is that a word, or is that just a name, or is that a kisses? Okay, no, I don't think kisses is very Capricornian. I was looking at this Bezos. And then sainthood, no, keep me in mind. I'm looking at all the long shots real quick because of the Uranian energy. Like the king, for some reason those king names are standing out to me a little bit. But it's that king thing is really more of a Leo thing than and then the hidden stash. I mean, if I were playing, I would have to throw a few bucks on the hidden stash just because it's funny and it's a long shot, you know. Because of the Uranian aspect, I would put a couple bucks. If I were betting, I would put a couple bucks on all these long shots. Although I'm recording this, on Wednesday or Tuesday? So some of these are, I think they call them field horses. They're probably not even going to be in the final race anyway. They'll probably be gone. Half of these horses might not even be in the race. So keep that in mind. One more time, the strongest Capricorn names, based only on the moon sign of Capricorn, the strongest one is going to be highly motivated. It is not a long shot, though. Right now, it's 10 to 1. Of course, the odds are going to shift, you know, but that's all going to shift, you know, by the time we get to the Derby day. But I had a few minutes here while I'm processing my videos for my May readings to get them uploaded for you. And I've had people emailing me and a few comments and stuff, so it's like, okay, well, let's just... I did no zero prep. I'm just looking through it. And here's another thing. Saturn is 8. And if you look at this highly motivated, it's 1-7. That adds up to an 8. And then the 8 horse, I might bet that too. Saturn, the number for Saturn or Capricorn is 8. Capricorn also rules the 10th house, but I've associate Capricorn and Saturn with the number 8. So there could be some kind of an 8 thing happening that day also. All right, so I hope that I've helped you out. Again, you know, it's the honor system. If I helped you out and one of my horses hit, or the information that I'm giving you free for this year, you know, hits, and people say, oh, you monetize the video. You know, I don't know what I make on these monetized videos. It's like nothing. It's like 1/100th of a cent or something for every ad. You know, it's like ridiculous. You know, I might make $3 to $5, you know, in royalties from this video. But so if you take my advice or some of this information, you know, I doubt I'd even make $3 to $5. I bet you I'll make like $1.50 or something. But so I took the time to do it for you guys. If it helps you out, there's going to be, you know, you can do through PayPal or the other one. The links will be below if you want to, you know, say, hey, you helped me out, I won some money, and give me a nice tip. That would be very much appreciated. But, you know, you don't have to. But if you win, it would be nice, okay? All right, if you find out any information, put it in the comments too, please. Or if any astrology type people are watching this and see something in these names that's maybe Capricornian that I've kind of overlooked because I didn't really look at it that long, you know, put that in the comments. If you know some information about any of the jockeys being Capricorns or anything about the paternal lines, the sires of these horses, that might be helpful or to everybody or whatever. So, you know, put it in this thing. I'll be watching. I probably am not going to bet, but I definitely will be watching and, you know, seeing who the winner is. So thanks for tuning in and hope you win big. Talk to you again soon. Bye.